Hello everyone, my name is Abraham Alvin Robert, and today I will be talking about public relations. So if you want to be a good PR officer or how to manage a business, firstly you have to know some of the things I will list here and try to discuss. So number one, we will be talking about the 5 basic skills of public relations. As a PR officer, you have to know the 5 basic skills of public relations. And I will also talk about the type of public relations. You have to know the types of public relations. And I will talk about the advantages and disadvantages of public relations. So firstly, let me start with the 5 basic PR skills. Number one, have to do a research. So as a PR officer, before, if you are managing any organizations or you are hired somewhere, you have to do research to create the image of that organization. If you are a PR officer for an organization, always know the latest, like example, if you're working with Lone Star Sales NTN, you have to modernize to bring strategic plans for the organization image to go. So you have to maybe do research, like you can think critically to try to improve the system. So that's number one. And number two, in all research, when conducting a research, it is important to know these steps. Number one, you have to find your market, where to go and where to do all your resources, research your target market before carrying on any or research. Know where you're supposed to go to do or your publicity. What are some of your clients that you're supposed to meet to do all that stuff. So number two, and also you have to choose your option. Yeah, your best option for media. Like example, if you are doing a research, sometimes you have to visit a media institute to help to amplify your message. So sometimes that's a skills or public relations. A PR officer, you have to know the journalist. Sometimes you go to media institute, publish your work on, then we can discuss about what are the issues. Number two, have to do a good interpersonal communication. Yeah, the interpersonal communications is about relationship. Yeah, relationship to build a status of individual and context. Sometimes we on Facebook and social media, you have to post regularly to have that intersectional personal skills with your followers. Yeah, sometimes you just do a publicity about, talk about the organization, talk about some of the issues that are affecting the place. But you can just, if you're managing a platform, you can just leave it like that. Sometimes you have to, make it active. So as a PR officer, you must know how to do that. And you have to get non-verbal skills. The non-verbal skills or such about language, body language. Learn how to talk to your customers in a profound way. You should not rush in talking to them. So a PR officer, you don't have to be someone who can, talk aggressively, because you are the one who managing the place. So you have to talk with your clients or your followers or your customers. Talk with them in a good way. Learn how to talk to them in a respectful way. Even when some of them harsh you or bring a lot of stuff to you, they try to pay them. Yeah, that's it. So as a PR officer, you must know that. And we have to do media and cultural literature. So it plays a key role in education and fact. So as a PR officer, you must have that skills of critical for the media. As I was saying previously, you have to have a connection with media. Yeah, sometimes you have to do your post on the media and reach to radio stations that help to carry your message. So that's it. So I will go to the second one, how to be with the type of public relations. So as a PR officer, you need to know the types of public relations. So firstly, number one type have to do with the media relations. Yeah, the media relation is good relationship with the media organization. I keep talking about media relations. You have to get a connection with the media. Talk to them, let them know how the issue is. Yeah, some of them can amplify the voices of your work. Yeah, what you are doing, your product. So how the media have to play a crucial role too in PR officers. So you cannot sit down to say I'm a PR officer and I will just publish my work Sometimes it was not good because imagine the follower you have on your page and the attention you're getting. So you have to go to the media tools to amplify that voice. So also number one is have to do with investor relations. Sometimes investors can come in the country, so you have to invest. Yeah, have a get a connection with investors. Yeah, investors and government relations, build a connection with the government. Sometimes when you're working with non-profit organization, you have to get a connection with the government. Sometimes when you got a connection, sometimes it can be their responsibilities to do that. The government have to interfere sometimes to give an announcement of the issue that are concerning it. Yeah, community relations, always build community relations. Go on the feed, as I was saying, I said if you're working with like Lone Star Cell and TN, yeah, like what Orange can always do. Sometimes is a PR officer who can always do that. You go in the communities, you have a concert, like you say, calling some of the ambassadors to come perform on the show. Like sometimes I can always see, sometimes you call stars like Terry Ra, all of them are working with that, or King Dennis. So that's what that's a duty of PR officer. Sometimes you go in the communities, it can make for your audience, your followers to have that credibility in them for you, sorry. So that's what you have to get with media, and let's say the community relationship, build relationship with communities, people. Yeah, sometimes you organize a tournament, like football tournament, anything that will create something like that. So that is some of the publicity you have to do. And after community, we have a customer relationship. Yeah, for the customer relationship, I say you have to target the marketplace. Yeah, sometimes target your audience. Know who want the goods, know where you're supposed to send the goods, and know who's supposed to buy the goods. You cannot just sit and say, oh, I'll publish my market, but in case the other person don't have interest in this group. So sometimes you have to know the difference between that. And I will talk about the marketing communities. Yeah, supporting your market is effort relations in producing a campaign. Sometimes in the market you produce campaign, you share flyers to people, and PR officer, you cannot sit one place. You have to move around, mobilize. You go in the communities, try to convince customers. Yeah, some of your followers try to tell you about your goods or try to tell you about your organization. Just talk something about it, let them and share flower on them, carry the image, the good image of the place. So that's it. So I will move on to the advantages and disadvantages of PR officer. So as a PR officer, sometimes you have the advantage and disadvantage. So number one, let me talk about the advantage first. Number one advantage have to be with credibility. Yeah, public trust must measures. Yes, coming from the trust imparted. So your credibility is an advantage. Build that credibility. Let the audience have that strong trust in you. Let them build that reputation for you. They'll say, oh yes, so long as Orange do that, I will follow Orange. As long as Lone Star do that, oh, Asila Meta, yeah, I love their product. So they can create, because if you build that trust in them for you, they will say, even if you carry bad image or if you publish any false information, they will say, no, Orange can't do that, Lone Star can't do that, or maybe Asila Meta can do that. So that's a build credibility in your audience. Let me move to the disadvantage. So one of the disadvantages have to do with direct control. Yeah. So the direct control have to do with, as a PR officer, you cannot control your own business. Sometimes people will talk about you, will bring a bad reputation about you, about your institution, and it's very bad. Sometimes you can just sit and let your what your organization you are the PR officer for, they mean they're going the negative way. It's very bad. So you have to control it. Try to go on the field and convince people. Even sometimes, like if you're working with institutions and you pull out some misleading information, yeah, and false information that training on the media, and that people want to hear from you, you have to go immediately. Try to apologize to them. What happened? I'm so sorry. Yeah, try to talk to them. Like example, if you're working with just say Liberia Electronic Corporation, sometimes a current goal for some days, the public relation officer duty is to do a post or to inform the followers or your business people about what happened, the unfolding. So you can try to tell them, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, some of the issues that affect them. I will stop here. So thank you. So that's my own view I have for that. So if you're following, thank you very much. So if you want to be a good PR officer, you must learn all that important information I just reached to you. Then you will be a good PR officer. Thank you very much. And